Grand Pub, Emily came in and saw Rita clearing tables in her section. And as she went to where Rita is and arrived, clearing your mind? And as Rita saw Emily, yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to believe that he actually left town. I'm quite certain he returned, and I'll be waiting with open arms for him when he do, because I am not going to give him up. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Gloria's putting new magazines on a display case. Just as her brother Thomas came to where Gloria is. Hey there. And as Gloria turned and saw him, you know, I'm so amazed that you returned to exactly where you belong. Yeah, but that might not be the only reason to why I'm here. Does your ex-wife have anything to do with your extended stay? For some reason, I can't stop thinking about her at all. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Hannah came in to the front. Rose Sheldon is, who saw her. How are you? I've been better, I suppose. Good. Can I order a takeaway package? Sure. Just so you know, I'm here for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And as Hannah took out her wallet and Sheldon saw, no, it's on the house. You certain? Yeah. I get your order started. And as Sheldon turned and walked away, just as Isabella came to Hannah. While he's doing that, it'll give us a chance to talk. And as Hannah saw Isabella. Meanwhile, at the Grand Empire in John's office, Ryan's looking at the portrait of his father while he's sitting at his desk. Till his brother Chris walked in, and Ryan saw. I cannot believe he's gone. And as Chris turned and saw the portrait as well before turning facing his brother. Yeah. What's going on? I'm worried about my wife. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the courtyard, Michael's watching a movie on his iPad. Till someone came to where he is. And he looked up and saw it's Jennifer. Jennifer. And as Michael turned his iPad off, what are you doing here? I could ask the same thing, seeing that school's out. I just need some time alone. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Kristen and Will are talking. Don't compare me to her. I just need a chance to figure a few things out. You mean with your soon-to-be ex-husband, right? Have you forgotten that he's the father of my daughter? Of course he is. You remind me every chance you get when we have this conversation. But overall, it makes sense. Look, I am not gonna sit here and defend myself. I'm doing this. If you really love me, then respect my choice and give me my space. I am not giving up on you, just so you know. And as Kristen turned and head out, but suddenly a pain came, causing her to touch her stomach. Ah! Kristen! And as Will came to where Kristen is, and she saw him. I'm fine. Really, I am. Meanwhile, in Rachel's office, Rachel's logging information on her laptop. So Joshua came and saw what she's doing and knocked on the door, which caused Rachel to saw Joshua at the door. Josh, this isn't a bad time. No, come in. And as Rachel closed her laptop, just as Josh came in and closed the door, and came to the desk where Rachel is, and sat down. It's been a while since you and I had talked. Yeah, it is. So, what can I do for you? I need a favor. Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the living room, Vanessa is continuing drinking a brandy. Till Annie came in running in, and Nessa saw. The hell's wrong with you? And as Nessa put the glass down, you need to see this now. Wow, you're so serious. Yeah, cause I am. Let me guess. More new pictures of Scott on Instagram? Surprise, Vanessa, this is serious. All right. And as Vanessa followed her sister, just as Harold came in the living room. Meanwhile, let's get back to Annie and Nessa, who went towards the end of the house. And as they went outside, towards the guest house, and they saw a trail of blood. Oh my, exactly. I've already called the others. And as Linda, Wayne, Stephanie, Paul, and Chad all came to the ark. Who is here, apparently? What the hell is going on here? I discovered this when I was getting some at the guest house, and I thought the first thing to do is call you. You did what? Now, it's time to see where this troll leads to. I have a feeling we're not gonna like what we find. Meanwhile, a few steps away from them lies Mimi's lifeless body in a pool of blood. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Emily's helping Rita place new silverware on her table while they're talking. I know you two will get past this. Yeah, it really hurts sometimes. I know what you mean. So you said that Kyle's been distant to you lately. I really don't know. I mean, he was kind of there for me for my grandfather's funeral, but at the send-off, I barely even saw him till he came back. Look, Kyle's making an effort, and as Rita said something wrong. When is it? I've been thinking about what my mom said. You mean him showing up after your miscarriage? You don't think I don't have to think, because I know for a fact he wasn't involved. Meanwhile, at the Legion Book Cafe, Gloria and Thomas are talking. You do know she's still married to Kyle. That hasn't stopped me before. Thomas, you have been through a lot. Yeah, I have. But I can't help how I feel. Look, I still have a little hope for Emily. She means so much to me. Just like, you mean Jeff and I? All I'm saying is, Emily is back in my orbit again. Have you told her this yet? No. But then again, the reason to why I'm feeling this way, because of my wife. She's been missing all of a sudden. That's not like Cassie to do something like that. Yeah, which makes me believe there's more to her than meets the eye. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Hannah and Isabella head inside the booth and face each other while talking. What are you doing? Trying to live my life without really? Is that why you all sudden want to talk to me? Look, we cannot let anyone know what we did. And they won't, even though my husband was worried sick to where I was. What did you say to him? Not to worry. Ryan doesn't know. Good. You're gonna need a good cover. And as Isabella saw Sean came in, way ahead of you. And as Isabella got up and head to where Sean is. Meanwhile, at the Grand Empire in John's office, Ryan and Chris are talking. Mate, is she okay? She says she is. You don't buy it. I really don't know, man. I mean, she wouldn't just lie to me. All I know is my dad's death is taking more toll on her than me, and lately she's been off the rails. How do? She's usually calm and happy, but now she's becoming more distant as of lately. Why don't you give it some time before you take serious drastic action? And as Joanna came in and closed the door, and Ryan and Chris saw, what are you boys chatting about? Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the courtyard, Jennifer and Michael are talking, and as Jennifer went and sat next to Michael. Jennifer, you have nothing to be sorry about. Yeah, I do. I aborted Rose's baby out of selfishness. You had your good reasons. Still, it doesn't change what I've done. And as Jennifer has a flashback of her holding her newborn. And as the flashback ends, I'm here for you if you need to talk. Thank you. and as Jennifer's iPhone rings, and she saw who it is and answered it. Hello? And it's Eddie. Are you coming to work this year or not? Oh my God, I totally forgot. Look, I'm on my way. And as Jennifer hung up, work. I'll see you later. And as Jennifer got up and walked away, just as Michael's iPhone beeps, and he got it and saw it's a text from Kristen. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Kristen and Will are talking, and as Will saw Kristen finish on her iPhone, and as she put it up, seriously? Did you just text Michael? He is still my husband, yeah? Not for long. You know what? I might as well just say this to you. Maybe you'll understand. Understand what? I'm not certain you're ready for this. Come on, don't railroad this. Just tell me already. It's about my pregnancy. Wait, are you? I am in my final stage. Meanwhile, in Rachel's office, Rachel and Joshua are talking. Sure. What can I do for you? It's about Nicholas. He's your brother's son. The DNA confirmed it. I know. I can't help but wonder, do I have a kid out there in the world? One I don't know about. Where's this coming from, Josh? I was thinking about my grandfather's death and it just made me wonder. Also, there's a few familiar faces showing up saying they found their parents. And here I was thinking about Rita's son, Max. Look, it's already been established that Adam is the father by Taya, but you're not certain of that. All I know is Rita and I have been together for a while, and Eva, you don't have to explain much more. It just makes me wonder if Max is mine or not. Meanwhile, at the President Rich Manor in the living room, Harold's waiting. Took care until Susan came in and went to where Harold is, who saw her. I see you got my text. How can I be in service? I need you to keep an eye at the secret motel and these two locked. And as Harold's iPhone beeps, and he got it, and saw the text revealing a picture of Karen and Mildred. Smart one. These women. Shut up, you fool! Now, I have to mean it with me. I take it, and as Cassie arrived, and Susan and Harold saw her. Meanwhile, outside by the guest house, Annie, Vanessa, Linda, Wayne, Stephanie, Paul, and Chad are all looking about. You lot stay here while Annie, Vanessa, and Paul can help me search the premises. And as Linda, Annie, Vanessa, and Paul went in, while the others continued talking. Wow, I cannot believe this. Me neither. Don't worry about our intruder. They'll get what's coming to them. And as Stephanie stepped on something, and as she took her phone and turned the flashlight on and shined it, and saw it's Mimi with gunshot wounds. Oh my God, guys! And as Chad and Wayne came to where they are and saw her, I'll go get the others. And as Chad turned and head back in, while Wayne got down to where Mimi is. Mimi. And as he began to feel Mimi's neck, trying to feel a pulse. And as he looked at Stephanie, call the ambulance right now. And as Stephanie got the iPhone and began calling the ambulance. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Lauren came in and closed the door. And as she headed to where Rita and Emily is, and they both saw her. I need to talk to you. What's going on? You mind we do this privately? Whatever you have to say, you can say in front of my mate. It's about the test results I gave you about your son. What about it? It seems Kyle's the father after all. Wait, have that a computer error? Really? You know what? It really doesn't matter because I know my husband would never do something like that. All the matter is, it's settled. Why do I get the distinct feeling you had something to do with it. What do you mean by that? Oh, come on, Lauren, don't be daft. Alright. But in my defense, I wanted you and Thomas to get back together. Seriously, Lauren? What are you playing at? I know. I had no right to do what I did. Anyways, I apologize to Kyle for downing him. Look, Lauren, the fact that you regret what you've done shows me you have remorse. And I appreciate you want to help me. Just don't try that again. Very well. Look, I have to go. And as Lauren turned and went, I left the diner. And as Rita faced Emily, she must be Team Emily and Thomas. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Gloria and Thomas are talking. Dude, don't read too much into it. I'm pretty certain your wife probably needs some time to herself. Yeah, but it's been from days to months. I'm really worried about her. Overall, when the time is right, she'll come back to you and realize how much she's been missing. And as Frank came to where they are, can I speak to you both in private? Sure, let's go in the office. And as Gloria, Thomas, and Frank all head in the office, with Frank closing the door, and as Gloria and Thomas face their dad. What's going on, Dad? I'm surprised the two of you lot didn't hear about it yet. Hear about what? Your mother. What about her? She alright? Would I be here if she was? Just tell us, Dad! I haven't seen her in a while. Dude, she's probably shopping. No need to get alarmed. Mom never shops, other than having Vanessa and I go get it for her. Do you want our help? Yes, I do. I have a hunch that the Graham family might retaliate. Don't you think it's a bit early to throw out accusations when we don't know the facts? I see. Thanks for your support and all. It's nice to know that family can always be trusted. And as Frank turned and went and left the office, and as Gloria faced Thomas, wow, I know. Talk about drama. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Isabella and Sean are talking. So, what do you say? Let me get this straight. You want us to get married. Isn't that what you want? Well, yeah, of course I do. Then what's stopping you? You seem very excited about this. Look, my dad's death has made me realize that life is too damn short to waste it in all. And as Hannah came to where they are with her to-go orders. Look, I have to go, but we can talk later. I'll text you. And as Hannah went and left the diner, and as Isabella continued facing Sean. So what do you say? Will you be my husband? Sure, why not? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And as Isabella hugged Sean and pull away, and as they begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, at the Grand Empire in John's office, Ryan and Chris are surprised by Joanna's arrival. What's wrong? Can't got your tongues all sudden? It's Hannah. What about her? And as Joanna came to where Ryan and Chris is. I'm worried about her. She's been different ever since the funeral and the musical send-off. I don't know. There is a word for that. It's called grieving, Ryan, I know. But I think it's more than that. Really? And what would that be? You two lot are turning this into some. I really hope I'm wrong about this. Really, I do. What brings you by, honey? I just want to be with my family. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Kristen and Will are talking. So what you're saying is, yes, my baby could be due any day. Wow. So Michael is the father. No, he's not. Kristen, I know science whiz to tell you how this works. I'm carrying twins, Will. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Twins. That's impossible. Welcome to the world of the unexpected and the unknown. You're just saying this so I can walk away. That's really up to you, but I'm gonna get checked in on my own, and please don't follow me. And as Kristen turned and left the office, and as Will got his iPhone and called Joanna, who answered, "Hey Will, what's going on? You might want to get down here at the hospital." Meanwhile, Kristen, who just left the dining room, began heading down the hall and saw Michael walking in the opposite direction to where she is. And he saw her just as she saw him, and he went to where she is. "I got your message. What's up?" "I need your help. Can you help get me checked in?" "Okay, let's go." And as Kristen and Michael head towards the main area. Meanwhile, in Rachel's office, Rachel and Joshua are talking. "Okay, before you get excited, let's try to get some proof of this you speak of. I wouldn't be here if I know what I say isn't true, but I gotta know. Let me call Adam and see if he and Rita can bring Max here. The thing is, they are not just gonna willingly bring their son here without good cause. Not to mention the fact that Max is back in boarding school and all. More importantly, I don't want you to risk jeopardizing your license all for nothing. Let me worry about that. Speaking of son, how's Darren doing?" "He's doing quite well. Look, I know having him in protective care is hard, especially when you don't see him. It feels like I abandoned him. Wrong. What you did is protect your son from the Collins. Let me give him a ring right now." And as Rachel got her iPhone out and began calling Adam, but got his voicemail automatically. "Oh, his voicemail." And as she continued listening in, it says he's out of town. And as Rachel hung up, "I can't believe this." "Not to worry. I think there's another way to sort this." Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the living room, Harold, Carrie, Willie, Susan, and Cassie are talking. "What's going on here?" "Harold was just leaving." "Yeah, I have to go." And as Harold turned and went and left the room. "How's the new soldier?" "Really well. Who knew who could act so incredibly good?" "Okay, status. Thomas and I are doing good, except we've been sort of distant. So why don't you change it? Spend some quality time with him as much as possible so this plan of ours will work. I'm already ahead of you. In fact, I arranged a surprise for him." And as Susan's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw it's a text from Bradley. "Oh, for crying out loud! Your husband Bradley's bugging you. Don't you have to be somewhere?" "Right." And as Cassie turned and went and left the living room. Meanwhile, outside by the guest house, Annie, Vanessa, Linda, Wayne, Stephanie, Paul, and Chad watch as the paramedics wheel Mimi into the ambulance. And as they closed the door, just as another car came along the squad cars, and they all saw as they arrived. "Really? Why are the cops are here?" "Because we're planning to make the one who killed my aunt pay for this." "Who would do something like, oh come off it, Annie. You know damn well, just like the rest of us here, that it's the good chums and Gramps who caused this. Why would they even do this? I can tell you, one of them couldn't wait to get back at us because they think we had something to do with tearing their perfect little lives up. Either way, they'll pay for this in the end." "I agree." "Well, and as Greg came to where they are with the officers, I'm afraid that's gonna have to wait. I wanna know who all was here." "Greg, you know by now that this is the place that we stayed. So if you're gonna interview us, just get on with it already."